Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about Sarah Boone. If you haven't heard about this case, it's definitely a case of revenge, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts on it. Do you think she meant to do it, or do you think it was actually a mistake? If you guys like these type of videos, don't forget to subscribe, like, and let's get to it. So Sarah Boone is a 42-year-old woman who ended up calling the police on February 22nd to report that her boyfriend had passed away in a suitcase. Yes, you heard that right, in a suitcase. Sarah Boone and her boyfriend at the time, George Torres Jr., they were enjoying a night of puzzles, painting, and they were drinking Chardonnay. She claims that this is a case of hide and seek that went wrong. She claims that he jumped inside the suitcase as a joke and she figured he'd be able to get out on his own. But clearly she had to have helped him get in there, because how would he have zipped it up once he was inside on his own? So clearly she helped him. She said that she was drunk and she assumed he could get out on his own, so she went to bed. And when she woke up in the morning, she saw that he wasn't lying next to her. He was actually still in the suitcase, but not breathing. And here's where it gets a little bit sketchy and she gets a little bit caught up. Police decided to go through her phone and check through it. They found videos of her taunting her boyfriend that was stuck in this suitcase. Then when she was arrested, the affidavit ended up saying that she changed a little bit of her story, and she said that the two of them thought it would be funny if Sarah ended up zipping him up in the suitcase as a prank. So he willingly jumped into the suitcase and she zipped it up. He claims and told the police that he could stick 2 fingers out of the suitcase, so she thought that he would have no problem getting out of it on his own. And she ended up going to bed around 12:30 a.m. She says that when she woke up the next morning, she figured because he wasn't in bed next to her, maybe he was in another room playing some sort of computer games, or maybe in the living room. When she went downstairs, he was nowhere to be found. And that's when she says she realized he was still in the suitcase and really freaked out. This is where the deputies ended up finding his body next to the door with a small cut on his lip and bruising around his eye. About the videos that the police ended up finding, there was one that was filmed around 11 p.m. on that Sunday, which shows Torres, her boyfriend, yelling Sarah, Sarah, Sarah multiple times and yelling that he couldn't breathe. And in the video, as he's screaming for help, she's heard saying, "For everything you've done to me, fuck you, stupid," laughing at him as he's literally struggling for his life. And this is where he kept saying, "I seriously can't breathe." And she says back to him, "Yeah, well, that's what you do when you choke me." And then when Torres says repeatedly that he seriously couldn't breathe, this is where Sarah says, "That's on you. That's how I feel like when you cheat on me." And then she goes on to tell him to shut up. And then when the deputies ended up showing her her own videos, midway she tells them that she didn't want to see anymore and makes them stop. In 2018, Sarah was actually charged with battery by strangulation after her and her boyfriend had returned home from a bar and got into a altercation, physical fight. And the police actually noted in this case that her boyfriend had red marks and abrasions all around his neck. Of course, they both gave contradicting stories and they didn't want to testify against each other in court. The neighbor actually says that it wasn't unusual for the police to come to the apartment because the walls were paper thin and you could hear everything, and they said that they were constantly yelling, screaming, getting into altercations, and it wasn't unusual for the police to come often. So that's what's going on with that case. I'm sure she's got some jail time in her future. I want to hear what you guys think. Do you think it was an accident, or do you think she meant to do it because she was pissed off at him for cheating or whatever it may be? I personally don't think this was premeditated. I think she saw her chance and opportunity once he got in that suitcase and she thought it would be funny. I don't know if she meant for him to die, but I think she definitely meant to cause some sort of harm, and I think she definitely did it out of spite and revenge, going to bed like, "F you, I'm going to bed, good luck getting out of there." I don't think she actually meant to kill him. I think when she was drunk, maybe she thought she was going to scare him, hurt him, make him suffer for the whole night, and she was going to wake up and maybe he was going to, you know, not be feeling well or dehydrated or something. I don't think she meant to go as far as she did. I definitely think she deserves to get some time, and his family definitely deserves to get some justice. So that's what's up with this case. Really strange. I can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.